In this video, we pick back up with the US leg of our post-corporate life adventure of traveling full-time as we begin our journey back to the East Coast. As we're approaching 3 months of driving around the United States full-time in my 2015 Subaru Impreza, we find ourselves in the American Southwest, falling in love with Flagstaff and Santa Fe, while enjoying some oddities on the historic Route 66 and having a few mishaps along the way.
We're gonna get soaked.
Shit.
Shite. Did you hear that? Only the most unique cultural experience, and we fucking left town. We stink, man. I did just trip.
I knew you were gonna do it too.
Of the national park experiences, what the fuck was that?
No idea.
Is it's happening on the last day.
Like some fresh balls. I cracked myself up.
So join us as we begrudgingly make our way back to the East Coast. And if you'd be so kind, please give us a like and a subscribe so we can continue to share our stories from the road with you. All right, let's do this thing.
How you doing?
This is nuts.
Flagstaff, am I right?
The flooding is nuts.
We're currently waiting for our dinner reservation. They're gonna call us. We're in the car waiting. The rain here since we got here is nuts. Has not stopped. Flash flooding is like kind of nuts actually. I'm a little concerned about the drive back. Hopefully it stops by then, but we'll see.
15 more minutes.
We shall see. So our first day in Flagstaff has been a little bit of a mixed bag. We got up, we had some coffee and tea, went for a walk, got a little work done this afternoon. Someone did her first ever voiceovers. How was that?
It was good. We'll see.
Now we're heading out to explore the town of Flagstaff.
Tea.
More tea. It's all right. I get coffee, you get tea, it's fine.
I stopped drinking tea out. Just make it.
Well, there is that.
Now, unlike Santa Fe, which we'll get to later in the video, Route 66 actually passes through the city of Flagstaff, meaning that there's no shortage of cool history for the city itself. There's also interesting people and just a general quirkiness that comes with the territory of existing on Route 66. For example,
yeah, so basically it used to extend down a couple stores,
Uh-huh.
but essentially, this is where they used to hold prisoners in the early 1900s.
Now it's a sweet shop.
And we try to leave as much of this part as we can.
Yeah.
Just keep the historic value of it all, but pretty crazy
That's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
and as an added bonus, given that Flagstaff sits at over 7,000 feet of elevation, the weather was, shall we say, exactly the kind that we like. And I'll be honest with you, I still think about this beer to this day.
Chili? Oh, that's okay. I think it'll be okay. This morning, we are heading about an hour and a half north of here to the Grand Canyon. It's a little later in the morning. Not late, it's 8 o'clock. But we, got those fucking kettlebells, I swear. They're just knocking around all the time.
Do you want to move them?
No, I don't, there's really nowhere to put them.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, we're heading to the Grand Canyon this morning. Don't have any kind of major hike or anything planned. We're gonna go, we have a few trails maybe we might do. Kind of more of like a chill visit, kind of just see the sights, not going rim to rim. Obviously, if we were going rim to rim, we'd have to be hiking well on our way by now. Yeah, it's the kind of thing where, I don't know, did you really have an interest in seeing it, or not really?
I mean, I could have given or taken it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those iconic things where it's like, oh,
You kind of have to.
see it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. We're gonna see how we feel about it when we're in it.
You may think you've seen a big hole in the ground. Then you think about the mighty Colorado River cutting through this canyon over millions of years. You think about how deep this fucking thing is, the people who've been here, the lives it's claimed, and it's a necessary reminder of how beautifully unforgiving this landscape is.
So we've been walking the rim trail for a few minutes now. Had our first few glimpses of the canyon. What do you think so far?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Better than you thought?
Better than I thought.
Yeah.
But like we were just talking about, I do feel like we should hike it, camp it, and then hike back out of it.
Yeah, do some kind of
I
like a
feel like,
backcountry situation.
You get the full scope of it if you're able
Yeah.
to get into it,
Absolutely.
which is something to do for the next time around.
Yeah, I think so.
I was saying that's something that I gotta work up toward because you gotta put that backpack on your back and hike it.
Yeah.
Something to do in the fall.
Well, yeah, definitely not in the heat of
I
summer, and
know,
it
yeah.
goes back to what we've talked about a little bit as far as like doing backpacking trips, you know.
Yeah, this trip has been a good start or overview
Introduction.
of what is possible for the next times.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's almost like we're getting sort of like the basic boxes checked,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
which is fine.
Yeah, for a lot of them, I think.
And I mentioned before that the Grand Canyon is an unforgiving landscape, and that wasn't an exaggeration. Be it cardiac arrests, trail or weather conditions, tragic accidents of every flavor, people unfortunately die in this park every single year. And as a matter of fact, just the week we were here, the National Park Service reported that a few people had died. Just over a week later, they reported that the bodies of a few people who'd been reported missing were recovered. If you're planning a trip to the park sometime this summer, be as prepared as you can, train for any kind of physical activity you'll be engaging in, and for the love of God, please don't do shit like this.
Ready to walk?
Ready.
Let's do it. We'll walk some of the Bright Angel Trail. So we could
My
say
favorite part,
so we could say we into the canyon now. Karen's favorite part, like she said, is what?
the downhill, which we're gonna be doing.
Which is at the start. That's canyoneering, baby. That's canyoneering.
We're gonna be hating life on the way back up.
Let's do it.
I was gonna say the road up here is sort of wider, but it's not.
It's not. So we got done in the Grand Canyon today. I think we were both surprised, which is stupid to say. I think we were both a little bit taken aback by how much we really liked the park. How much we were impressed by it is, again, as stupid as that sounds to say. Because of course, I mean, it's the Grand Canyon. It's one of the most famous national parks. Like, everybody knows it is what it is for a reason. And it's crazy because like, you can tell how big it is from up top, but it's not until you actually go down into it that you start to realize, like, holy shit, this thing is massive. And we didn't even go down that far. So next time, that's exactly what we will be doing. We'll be hiking proper down into the canyon. How you feel about that? Well, that's what's gonna happen. Anyway, it's funny because, like, what the fuck was that?
No idea.
Of the it's very strange. Arizona's a strange place. In case you've never been here before, it's a little weird. It's cool, but it's a little weird. Jesus Christ. Hang on. Pause while I film some wildflowers here for a second. Anywho, Karen wanted you guys to see all of this. These lovely wildflowers. Lovely meadow here with the mountains off in the background. Sorry about that. In addition to seeing the actual canyon itself, we actually saw some wildlife today, which I wasn't really anticipating. We saw a bunch of elk on our way out of the park today, and we saw some just real dumb people walking right up to them. We got an elk crossing as we're leaving the park right now.
This guy too.
People are so dumb. People are just so dumb.
Like, and then they wonder why things happen. You shouldn't get that close.
And people just walking right up like it's a dog that they know, and like putting their hand out. The number of people, I mean, we've been seeing it in every park, but like the number of people feeding squirrels and shit like that, it's crazy. There's signs everywhere. Don't feed wildlife. You're stupid if you do. As soon as we got to the park this morning, we start walking up, and there's just a bighorn sheep just hanging out, casual as can be. It was
barely even saw me, like blended in with the rocks. It was crazy.
It was bizarre. I was taken aback by just how chill he was.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. And again, people getting way too close and whatever. They're not like trying to feed him or anything like that, thankfully, because they would have gotten rocked. But he was so chill. I just can't get over it. Not a care in the world. Good for him. Saw some cool birds. We definitely saw a condor at one point.
Yeah, I tried to get a picture of that, but it didn't work.
If we ended up getting a good picture of it, I'll drop it in here. But yeah, more wildlife today than I was necessarily expecting.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah, definitely.
So, all in all, for a day trip to the Grand Canyon, I'd say we did pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we definitely have some inspiration for the next time we go.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Definitely. No, we'll see. Definitely. Well, your boy's baking again. Go ahead.
Your boy's baking, but your girl's not baking.
Karen's afraid of the garbage disposal. Anywho, yes, I baked some more bread this morning. It's quite good.
Oh, I wrapped it
You
up.
wrapped it up, so I'll drop in a picture here.
I took.
Yes, that you did take. Shout out to you. We're gonna go for a little hike. So we get to the trailhead before we're about to park, and we realize that the trailhead is right next to a place that will allow us. Don't worry, I'm not trying to talk or anything.
Sorry.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, honestly.
I forgot.
Anywho, we're next to some tennis courts. So we drove all the way back to the Airbnb to go pick up the tennis balls so that we could go play tennis instead of hike today. So that's what we're gonna do because we have to justify bringing these goddamn things on the road with us. And there was really no.
I'm curious about the hike, the different part of the area. We'll see how this goes.
See how this goes?
Yeah.
Do you want to hike instead?
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
What if it doesn't go? Yeah, that'll happen. What if it doesn't go well?
We have to. Then we're gonna go to town to see the area.
Also, we're missing out on the farmers market as it's happening. It's happening on the last day.
Like some fresh balls. I cracked myself up. That was good.
That was pretty good. I'll give you that one. That was pretty good. Anywho, we're missing another farmers market because it's happening again on the last day that we're in town. This is like the third week in a row that this has happened. So let's go play some tennis. How do you feel about your tennis performance?
I have work to do.
Getting better at the serves though.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Getting there. Look at us being responsible. We walked around town for a while and it's a beautiful day. Town's great, having a lovely afternoon. And rather than give in to our temptation of going, sitting somewhere, having a drink, getting a snack, and then ultimately probably letting the entire afternoon go by not getting anything done, what do?
We got coffee and tea.
Uh-huh.
And we're heading back
Uh-huh.
to get some work done.
On a lovely Sunday afternoon. Didn't even get a sweet treat, did we?
We didn't.
So look at us being good today.
If you didn't just make bread, I probably would have succumbed to the sweet treat.
Yeah,
But I'd rather have
that's a
your
fair
bread.
point.
I'd rather have your bread.
That's a fair point. I would too. I'm probably gonna have a piece of it.
Actually, that would be pretty good if we toasted up with some cinnamon honey on it or something.
That probably would be bad.
Yeah.
So maybe the sweet treat might be coming, but we're not buying it. It's
No.
stuff that I made.
All right. So half the loaf is already gone. You just made this.
That's not the point. That's not the point. We're being good. That's the point.
We have cinnamon and we have honey. So.
Time to go back and get some work done. So we're leaving Flagstaff this morning. How you feeling about it?
I think it's time to go on to our next place, but I mean, it's a nice area.
Definitely one of our, I would say one of our higher,
Yeah.
our more well-liked stops. I think unexpectedly too. Weather's great. The area is very nice. People were very nice. There's a lot to do. It's always tough to leave places that we like, but yeah, we're gonna be driving along Route 66 today. We're gonna be taking it into New Mexico, into our next stop.
Santa Fe.
Hopefully hitting some oddities and some cool shit along the way.
One more park to go today.
Yeah, we already have one of our stops planned.
What does that yet?
I wasn't gonna bring it up yet, but that's okay. The Petrified Forest National Park is our only planned stop of the day along Route 66. Otherwise, we're gonna be figuring it out as we go. How you feeling?
Good.
Okay, see you on the road. So we're about to hit our first stop off of our little Route 66 journey here, and you can't see it yet,
Probably
but
up there.
it's out there, a couple miles up there.
3 miles to impact.
There's your hint.
I think.
Never mind. So, as it turns out, our America the Beautiful National Park Pass does not cover us at this particular national landmark, as it is privately operated. We ran into that with part of the Grand Mesa National Forest. That one section was privately operated as like a campground.
$8 cash to park there for an hour.
Old wounds don't heal sometimes. Anywho, even though in that situation, that was another one where like you can get into the national forest and like hike and all that shit, but that particular area that we happened to park in was privately operated as a campground, so it required paying to park. Here, this, yes, is a national landmark, however, it's privately operated, and it shows too, because I mean the building was very nice, all the grounds seemed very nice, there's like a cafe and everything in there, but it does cost you $30 per person to go, and we figured that $60 isn't going to break us, but that money could also go a little further on this particular adventure for something that is more than just what would end up being a little bit of footage, and that's pretty much it. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. You glad we didn't go?
No, I mean, it would have been cool to see, but I do agree that for what I think we would have got out of it, because we would have walked out of there and been like, well, why was that worth $30?
Right,
Or
yeah.
$60.
Right.
But that's us, though. People that maybe find that worth it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're also on a budget, and that, like you said, we have to pick and choose what we do, and that could go somewhere else.
Yeah. The opportunity cost, the money could be better spent for us, I think, and
Like for food to keep us alive.
yes, for food to keep us alive. So we're gonna keep on keeping on here and head on down to Winslow, Arizona.
Hopefully that's free.
I think getting into the town of Winslow is not gonna cost us
Never
anything.
freaking know
If it
anymore.
does, I mean, it's gonna make for a funny section of the video if we can't get into the town without paying. Towards Albuquerque. So we're just leaving the town of Winslow, Arizona. It was, I don't know about a fine sight to see, but it was a sight to see, that's for sure. We stood on the corner, saw the flatbed Ford, got hassled by a couple homeless people, and yeah, now we're heading out of town. There's really nothing there. Apparently, I guess at one point back in the day, it was a pretty popular like railway stop. Nowadays, it's mostly just made popular by Take It Easy by the Eagles, which apparently the line refers to Glenn Fry, who was that really the name of the road?
Yeah.
He, I guess his car broke down in Winslow, and that's what inspired the line. I guess that's the most common answer that I could find in researching that question. Some people say his car broke down in Flagstaff, but that makes no sense. I think he was on his way to either Sedona or Flagstaff when his car broke down. And there was a girl in a flatbed Ford
Standing on the corner.
slowing down to take a look at him.
Just to clarify, I use the word hassle there very intentionally. I've lived in and spent no shortage of time in major cities all over the United States and never been pursued quite that aggressively. Except, of course, when we were in Italy in the city of Pisa, but that's for a future video. Anyway, let's go look at some more cool shit.
Alright, so we just stopped briefly in the town of Holbrook, Arizona, the Wigwam Motel. Now, apparently, in reading about this place, it is open today. You can stay there. It was originally built by some guy, what's his name? Frank Redford. There were 7 Wigwam motels at one point across the country. There's 3 that remain today. Holbrook, Arizona. There's one in Cave City, Kentucky, and San Bernardino, California. So I guess it was like somewhat of a mini chain in a way, meant to create like kind of a unique sort of sleeping experience. And kind of cool that it's still open today.
Do they have bathrooms?
I think so, yeah. Apparently there's Wi-Fi, tea and coffee, all that shit. So how about that?
How much were they a night?
I don't know. I can't imagine it's anything glorious to stay in, but
No, I'm sure not. But it would be neat to do one night in that.
yeah, it'd be kind of cool. So we're in Petrified Forest National Park.
We might petrify with the forest.
What? What did you say?
We might petrify with the...
Oh my God, it's not that hot. Granted, we are here walking in the middle of the Arizona desert afternoon.
After coming from like 70-degree weather.
Yeah, which
we're
is
not used to that.
it's a little different than what we've been living in the last like week or so. We're here looking at some cool petrified wood. What do you think?
I think it's pretty. It's not what I expected. I didn't
Yeah.
even know what to expect, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Basically, if you're unfamiliar with what petrified wood is, the short version is turning wood into stone. The long version is that millions and millions of years ago, logs and other pieces of wood became trapped under receding water that left behind sand beds that were high in minerals, particularly silica. And over time, the wood was under... What? Oh, look at that. Because the wood was underneath this silica-rich sand, not exposed to oxygen or bacteria or anything, the organic matter in the wood didn't decay and leave behind either an impression or a marking. It's essentially fossilized wood you're looking at right here. Instead of the fossils that you're used to, the silica actually replaces the organic matter in the wood and takes the same shape and everything like that, but leaves behind quartz crystal rock. So it's trees that are rocks, basically. And it's pretty fucking cool looking, I have to say. It feels like a little bit like we crash landed on some deserted planet, kinda, because it's just sort of everywhere.
There's no rhyme or reason to it.
No, it's pretty crazy. Like, this stuff was clearly just sort of unearthed. And then you have stuff like over in the distance over there, different sedimentary layers that get exposed over time, similar to what you find in like the Badlands.
Go watch our video for the Badlands if you don't know what we're talking about.
Go watch that. I'll leave a link to it below. We're on some trail going to this recreated Pueblo house that's made of petrified wood. I'll throw in some footage of that here. So one thing I forgot to mention about the petrified wood is that based on the different colors of the actual quartz crystal pieces inside of it, scientists are able to tell basically what time period and what the climate was like in that time period that those layers were formed, which I thought was kind of cool. Aside from that, there's also fossils that you're used to seeing that have been discovered here and are actively being discovered here. Different prehistoric reptiles, things of that nature. Pretty cool.
Do you think I said pretty cool enough times?
The original road of Route 66 isn't actually drivable everywhere. Most of it, as you go from California, particularly to Oklahoma, is encompassed by Interstate 40, which is what we've been driving for a good portion of the day, in Petrified Forest National Park. This is the actual spot of where some of the original Route 66 used to exist. So this is it. This was part of the original road. It's wild to think about. Imagine driving that sumbitch across the country.
Yeah, it'd be different for sure.
Not sure which is worse, that or Pearl. Pearl's making some noise again today. She really needs to quiet down because we still have a long way to go. Oh, good job, buddy. All right. Back on the road.
Basically everywhere we went on our journey around the United States, we would inevitably have a conversation of what it would be like at any given stop if we were still doing the whole van life thing. And I have to be honest, Route 66 is perfect for that. Stay at the wigwam or sleep in the van. Either way, drive it from Chicago to Santa Monica. You'll get to experience all the weirdness and beauty up close and personal. And we pretty much decided that's exactly what we're going to do one day.
So at long last, after a day of driving, we've made it to our accommodations in Santa Fe. For now, as it is 10 o'clock, after losing an hour, time zone change, and stops we made along the way, delaying us quite a bit. Finally, time to eat some dinner, head to bed. To say that Karen likes this Airbnb is kind of an understatement, and I have to admit it's pretty cool too. But we'll get into all that tomorrow. For now, we're gonna eat some dinner, go to bed. Good night. All right, it's day one in Santa Fe. It's like almost 4 in the afternoon. I haven't really recorded much today because we've been kind of on the go. Basically what we've done today is we got up, had some coffee on the porch, and then we went into town for a little jog, walk around the town, the plaza area in Santa Fe, as it's known. We'll be heading back there, maybe not today, probably tomorrow. Then, after our little run, walk, we went to the Santa Fe Farmers Market, and we got a pretty good haul. This is some of it here. Fresh eggs, some veggies. I just got started on a new batch of dough, because my starter is looking mighty fine today. Got a little work done. Show you the front porch that we've been very much enjoying. How are you enjoying the porch?
It's great.
It's great, except, of course, there's none here right now. These hummingbird feeders are full with all the hummingbirds. I'm gonna wait for a second, see if any come by. There's one over at that far feeder. There's one right there. But at any given time, there's been like 20 of them. It's kind of crazy. I'm trying to get out of the wind for a second. So you may also be asking yourselves, what in the fuck are there chilies hanging by the door for? Well, it's a pretty common thing in New Mexico, and they're called ristras. And apparently, they have a bit of a meaning to bring good luck and good health, but in a much more practical sense, it's just to dry the chilies for storage and later use. But it's a nice story nonetheless.
I like it. It's a good idea.
It's cool.
They're
Yeah.
all over town, so that makes sense.
They're all over the place. We saw some at the farmers market today. They're everywhere.
No.
Yeah, Karen doesn't like these birds that are seeming to hang out all around here. It's almost like a face your fears kind of thing, but I don't think it's working, is it?
I'm still sitting here.
That's true. It's a good point.
The hummingbird was right here.
Yeah,
right
before we had hummingbird came basically right around here. It was very close. The wind has picked up quite a bit. We're thinking there could be a A little bit of a storm brewing. Normally you can see the mountains over there in the distance, but not right now you can't. How are you liking Santa Fe so far?
I had nothing on my face.
That's not the question I asked. Are you liking it?
No, I do like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll explore more of it tomorrow and Thursday.
Yeah. Visually, it's much different than anywhere we've been, which is cool. It's refreshing. It doesn't look like the same old kind of bullshit. What's wrong?
Recording me?
Okay. My apologies.
Well, I didn't know what you want me to say. I agree. It's not the same.
Thank you. So we've been pretty busy in the last little while. We've been turning our farmer's market haul into what's going to become dinner for today and possibly tomorrow. Starting off with some quick pickled cucumbers and onions. We got some grilled squash in the fridge. Beautiful heirloom tomato that we sliced up. Some green chili, onion, garlic, tomato, rustic kind of salsa looking thing. Outside, got some crispy garlic potatoes going on the grill. Got 2 steaks on. I'm gonna give these a flip. I have to cook the steaks a little bit more well done than I would normally want to for somebody. You want those steaks rare, right?
What? No, sir.
That was great. Crispy, cheesy potatoes. Got your ribeye and your overcooked New York strip.
Not overcooked. And we have some nice free red Syrah from the homeowners.
And a nice quiet sunset. Let's eat. So good morning from Santa Fe. Bread in the oven, and we're gonna see how it looks. So what you're seeing right here is I tried to score it this direction, but I didn't go deep enough. So the bread kind of split this way. Did that on its own. Now it's puffed up nice. It's not that. It's just a matter of the way it's scored kind of fucked it up. I almost got deep enough over here, you can tell, but I was using that knife, which isn't ideal. You need something really sharp. So as the water inside the dough starts to steam and it starts to release, that's what puffs the bread up, and it needs to go somewhere. So it just came out here. We're gonna let it finish baking and see how it comes out. Well, here's how it turned out. So we got a little burned here. I also forgot to set a timer for this second bake. It's looking okay overall, other than these little burned bits. You know, the bottom looks good. This is the real test. Nice and hollow. Nice and hollow sounding. It's not actually hollow, it's quite dense, but that's what we want. Yeah.
The lizard just pooped.
The lizard just pooped.
I watched it come out of its body.
That's lizard poop?
Yeah, it's right underneath there.
Dude, you shitting where I hang out? Oh, and these fucking things are back. How's it going?
That was a sight to
Are you
see.
getting acquainted with all the animals? Do you feel traumatized?
No, that is a big poop coming out of that body. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Meanwhile, I'm inside getting some work done. I threw my computer off to the side when she tapped on the window. I figured it was something good. We're in a good little rhythm right now. Had a nice workout this morning. Getting some work done now. Got some bread going. We're gonna be heading out in a little while. Yeah, it's a good flow. Hopefully the future looks a little something like this, but we'll see. How you doing? You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Finally going into town. It's almost 4 o'clock. We're finally going into town for the day. Proud of us for finding free parking.
I am. We gotta do whatever it takes.
Gotta save those $2, man.
$2. We gotta get the steps.
It's probably more of the reason behind it. We gotta get the steps. The amount of galleries that are in this city is kind of wild, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that whole road, that Canyon Road is all galleries.
Oh yeah, we haven't even been there yet. I'm just saying this is just in the
Sure,
part of
yeah.
downtown. And we've passed like 7 already.
Yeah,
It's pretty wild.
yeah.
Cool,
It's
though.
good if you clock out.
Definitely.
We don't yet.
We don't yet, but we sure do appreciate it. Wanna go in? Okay.
But that table's nice.
Yeah, it sure is.
see some more examples in a few minutes, but this city really is kind of an underrated art haven. It turned out to be a little tougher for us than I think we anticipated, considering we appreciate good art, but we can't responsibly afford to buy it. And that was quite literally the only thing we didn't like about this city. Also, if you know, you know. R.I.P. Tony.
That was good, man. That was good.
I would have peed my pants.
Are you gonna get a hat? Ooh, look at you. Look at you. Get the hat. Get that. Get that.
I'm not gonna get it here.
We just stopped
Zero
it.
to breathing. Sorry.
Just stopped in at a wine bar for happy hour.
Bad choice. We should have went
They
for the
can't all be
margaritas.
winners.
We should have went for the margaritas.
We should have, but I want to get dinner at a place that was a recommendation by our friend we made in Vail. How you feeling about it?
Hopefully he's on par with it.
Let's find out.
Shout out to Eric if he's watching.
Shout out to Eric. How you doing? It's pouring and we have to walk back to the car. It's about a half a mile away. You okay?
Yeah.
So we have basically until the end of the block that's covered. It seems like the rain let up a tiny bit, but there's no getting around it. I think we're gonna get soaked. You put
Shit!
shite. Did you hear that?
Rain is one thing, but like
Thunder
we
and
said
In Duluth.
Duluth,
Link below if you want to watch that.
thunder and lightning is another.
It's not really raining right now.
Well, let's go.
That's where we're moving. The rain has subsided for the moment. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. We don't really need to run.
Wait, do I have all my glasses? Yeah.
Oh, fucking I hope so. I'm not going back. What was that?
Provided we go through the night without getting food poison.
Oh, for fuck's sake with that. The
food
shed.
is very good.
The shed. If you're in
I'm
Santa
glad
Fe, New
they
Mexico,
Waited.
and you're looking for some nice Southwestern / Mexican food, delicious.
Our waiter was great too. I think his name was Luke.
Not 100% sure.
We
Pearl.
made it.
Pearl is here.
We made it.
We're here. We survived the rain. Imagine that. Woo! Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How you doing?
Oh, I think I hit 10,000.
Oh, good job.
Oh no, I didn't.
We're still on our 10,000 steps per day streak.
9,082.
Almost 2 full months strong. Every single day. We can do it. You can do it.
I'll be running around the house.
We'll see you tomorrow.
As of recording this in May of 2025, we are still on that 10,000 steps per day streak. Anywho, New Mexico, like many places in the West, has a difficult and complicated history when it comes to Native American relations. Santa Fe specifically has seen no shortage of protests surrounding this, the obelisk of Kit Carson, you can't see in this shot because of the box around it, which coincidentally has since been taken down. 2020 removal of the Diego de Vargas statue, now on display at the New Mexico History Museum. What's the solution here? I'm honestly not sure. I do know that no relations have ever been improved nor peaceful solutions reached without first acknowledging the past and engaging in meaningful conversation that's both honest and respectful to all parties involved. My hope is that the people of New Mexico can, are, and will continue to do just that.
Today has been an art-filled day. Spent some time walking around Santa Fe's plaza today, where native vendors have their arts and crafts, a lot of jewelry, a lot of different things. Very cool. Then we went down Canyon Road, where there is a holy shit number of art galleries that were, let's say, just a little outside of our price range. Not that we have anywhere to put art right now anyway, but we can't afford it even if we did. So there's that.
Got some good ideas though.
You got some good ideas. And now we're at arguably one of the more famous art things in Santa Fe. So we're gonna see how that goes.
Okay, so how do I describe this fucking place? Meow Wolf is an immersive art experience, to say the very least. I believe it actually started in Santa Fe as a collaboration between a bunch of local artists who created this maximalist, weird, funky, and pretty awesome place where you can wander through and look at all the oddities and things that frankly my brain just doesn't have the capacity to create.
Look, it's like a little tent.
your thoughts so far?
I think it's really cool.
It's definitely interesting.
The people that they get rid of the demons. That's what I feel like I'm in.
Oh, like an exorcist?
Yeah, but those people that like, I forget what they're called. I think that's who this is.
This room has exorcist vibes for sure.
And of course, we had the option to download the app when we got here and search the place for clues in hopes of solving a mystery of sorts. It's safe to say that wandering around and taking it all in was plenty for us.
Oh, it's a keeper.
Yeah,
It's a keeper.
it sure is.
Looking for the fragmentations, singularity revisited, virtual metal.
And of course, after that, a beverage was very necessary.
We're up before the sun this morning, and you look out into the distance.
Oh,
That's a hot air balloon. How about that?
that's cool.
The hummingbirds are awake this morning. Albuquerque has that hot air balloon festival every year. I think it's in October, unfortunately, so we won't see it. But it's our last morning in Santa Fe. We're leaving in a little while. How'd you like Santa Fe?
I loved it.
It's great, right?
Sorry for my appearance, yes.
I think Santa Fe took us by surprise a little bit. This is another one that's, I think, a little tough to leave. Yeah, it's tough to leave the places that you like. But we have a long drive today, so we're getting on the road early. What? Maybe. What do you mean?
I have to just.
Oh, right.
It belongs to them. That's why.
I got the lecture of we gotta go early tomorrow. We gotta leave early. And this one's now trying to finish a book. Up before the sun. Look at me. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
I know. I'm so proud of you.
How about that?
You get so much more done when you get up early.
Now we can start our drive. I did just trip.
I knew you were gonna do it too. I was hoping you wouldn't drop the goods.
Or you could just say, hey, watch your step. You could look out for me.
I'm tired. Does it look fun?
No. I'm gonna put air in it. It'll be fine. So we already got into the pistachio strawberry. Now this is the sea salt caramel. Good?
That's good,
Yeah, that's nice. So they fry them fresh for you. And it's not too shabby. Don't mind us using our camping sporks. It's the only piece of camping equipment we bought. Good?
I like that one, yeah.
Turtle.
You didn't get much there. I'm gonna catch another piece.
That's okay. Did you have funnel cake one?
I mean,
You only get the strawberry with that one.
yeah, absolutely.
That's okay. I know maple bacon's not your thing. Oh, thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Shove some bacon on there for me. Oh, thanks, buddy.
I mean, the maple's good.
Bacon's good too.
All right, we got one more.
They use actual bacon, not like bacon bits or anything.
Yeah, it is.
And the s'mores. Now, if you've seen our videos before, you know that s'mores donuts could, be hit or miss. So this will be interesting. I don't think you're gonna break that up.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. The key with this one is they did this marshmallow drizzle.
The drizzle, yeah, that's the way. See, yeah, that's way better.
Yeah.
Balanced, nice. Kraft Donuts in Santa Fe, New Mexico, is a winner.
Yeah, for sure.
Now to drive 600 miles. How do you feel? I'm glad we got some food in us.
Fried donuts. The Sit.
We'll see you in Texas.
And before we go, I have to show you the realization that we came to on our first day in Texas.
So we left Santa Fe yesterday, Friday, August 30th. And what was yesterday? Only the most unique cultural experience in Santa Fe. And we fucking left town. We stink, man. We just... the burning of Zozobra? I'll put a link with some information in, but it looks fucking cool.
Yeah, we should have done.
And we missed it. We left town.
We should have just stayed the extra day. I was thinking about suggesting it, but as always, I'm worried about us running out of time, so I didn't suggest it. And in the end, we're gonna be looking for places to go, so we want to go early.
The fucking cruel irony of that is just, it's too much, man. It's too much. We're gonna go see some cows today.
I'm excited about that.
Oh,
Anybody
shit.
that knows me knows I love my cows,
Yes, you do.
so I'm excited to see them today.
But we'll save the cows for the next video. As always, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in Fort Worth. All right, love you. Bye.